In 2023, the Ford Motor Company faced numerous challenges. The CEO, Jim Farley, recently secured a substantial $9.2 billion loan from the U.S. government to support the struggling EV program. Despite sales of the Ford F150 pickup truck remained significantly lower than pre-pandemic levels. Additionally, several dealerships continued to exploit customers by imposing exorbitant markups over the manufacturer's suggested retail price on popular trucks and SUVs. Looking back to 2021, CEO Jim Farley expressed the need for a shift towards direct-to-consumer sales, advocating for fixed pricing and hinting at the obsolescence of traditional dealerships. He stated, "We have to move towards a non-negotiated price, a fully online and transparent model with 100% pickup and delivery." However, as time passed, it became apparent that Farley's vision did not entirely come to fruition. He seemed to overlook the fact that loyal Ford customers were the backbone of the brand's success. It's important to note that not all Ford dealerships take advantage of customers, and there are still reputable establishments to be found. However, an increasing number of dealerships appeared to lose sight of the source of their profits, forgetting the importance of customer loyalty and satisfaction. While some dealerships have focused on short-term profits through price gouging, they fail to recognize the long-term value of customer loyalty. These short-sighted dealerships may eventually face closure, while those who prioritize customer respect are more likely to endure. Ford dealerships have been guilty of giving customers inflated pricing, causing MSRPs to skyrocket. Despite CEO Jim Farley's previous promises to address this issue, he has often yielded to the demands of dealerships in recent years. However, there have been some recent developments that have left dealerships in a state of panic. At a recent Ford conference, Farley announced significant changes. Ford will be transitioning to fixed pricing and non-negotiation for all new vehicles. Moreover, he revealed that the MSRP of their vehicles will decrease by as much as 10% shortly. Ford finds itself in a favorable position to implement this pricing change. As inventory stabilize, we can expect significant price pressure on the traditional automotive industry. Consequently, as supplies increase, we will likely witness a decline in prices, ranging from 5 to 10%, depending on the segment. The recent announcement from Ford came as a shock to dealers who had assumed they could continue with business as usual without consequence. Last summer, CEO Farley floated the idea of adopting a Tesla-like model, selling cars exclusively online at fixed prices and utilizing dealerships primarily for local distribution and service centers. However, Farley later assured dealers that he would not pursue this point, leading many dealers to commit to selling EVs at non-negotiable prices. As of now, it appears that all Ford dealerships are here to stay and will not be going anywhere shortly. While Ford's dealerships have faced their fair share of challenges, they are not the only brand grappling with a slump in truck sales. RAM also experienced one of the worst years in its history, with trucks manufactured as far back as 2022 being unsold on dealer lots. On the other hand, Toyota faces the opposite problem. The demand for their trucks and SUVs is soaring, but they are struggling to meet the high demand due to production constraints. Amidst the concerns of rising prices and sluggish sales, there is a glimmer of hope for buyers in 2023. Ford dealerships have begun to lower their prices and offer discounts on trucks that have been sitting on lots for 2 months without finding buyers. It seems that their stronghold on high prices is starting to loosen. Curious to witness the impact of these recent changes firsthand, we will compare the Ford dealership in Moab, Utah against others which, despite being a smaller dealership, had some astonishing prices on their large trucks. That way, we will explore whether the recent news about Ford CEO's potential plan to set prices has influenced any changes in dealerships' pricing strategies. We will compare prices at Ford, RAM, and Toyota dealerships to see how competitive they are and whether any significant changes have occurred. There's a 2023 Raptor and a Bronco, which happen to be the first used ones at the dealership. It's uncertain whether this is a positive or negative sign, especially since they also have a new Bronco nearby. Additionally, there's a Super Duty with what seems to be a discount sticker. Moving on, there are more Raptors in different colors, such as a brand new 2023 model in a light grayish hue and another one in white. Upon closer inspection, the 2023 F-150 Raptors displayed an MSRP of $84,905, with an additional dealer markup of $5,090. The markup became even more outrageous with the white Raptor, which had an MSRP of $85,235 and a markup of $6,760. Just when we believed the markup madness would cease due to the extended time these trucks have spent on the lot, the dealerships continue to engage in such practices. However, there is a glimmer of good news concerning the new Bronco. On the sticker for a 2022 model, they list the Kelley Blue Book value at $57,939, while the asking price is $50,995. This particular Bronco is used and has around 7,400 miles, but the price seems quite reasonable. However, it's unclear whether the Kelley Blue Book price reflects the initial brand new retail value of the currently used market value, which could explain the slight inflation. Nevertheless, it remains one of the best prices I've came across for a new four-door Bronco. Now, let's briefly look at the prices of the hardtops, which can sometimes become exorbitant. There's a brand new 2023 Badlands model with the EcoBoost 2.7-liter engine and automatic transmission. This higher trim level falls just below the Raptor and Everglades. The MSRP for this particular model is $65,915, but what caught our attention was the markup indicating an additional $3,000, bringing the total to $68,915. Because we anticipated the markups on these special vehicles, there are still some Fords available at a slight discount. Moving along, there's a row of baby Broncos, referring to the smaller sized Broncos compared to the full-sized ones nearby. Among them, a white Bronco Sport featuring higher-end features had an MSRP of $35,375, and there's a modest discount of $1,380, bringing the price down to $33,995. One of the models of the F-150 is a 2023 EcoBoost with a trimmer package. The total MSRP on that is $73,315, but upon inspecting the front sticker, there's a discount of $2,750, resulting in a price of $70,565. These are just a few examples found at this dealership, and it's fascinating to see the variations in pricing and discounts across different models. Now, let's explore the prices at Ram and Toyota dealerships, assessing whether any significant changes have occurred. At the Toyota dealership, there were a couple of new Tundras along with a row of Tacomas. There was also a 2023 Platinum Crew Max Tundra with an MSRP of $69,959. It featured a sleek black grille, which gave the truck a cleaner look. Nearby, there was a Tundra TRD 4x4, but unfortunately, someone had placed the window sticker upside down, making it difficult to see the price. However, there were no dealer markups on these two Tundras, which was a positive sign. If you're already paying around $70,000 for a new Tundra, at least you're getting it at the MSRP. The good news with these Toyotas was the absence of any markups. While they may not be Raptors or Broncos, which have become highly sought after vehicles, there should no longer be any markups on Broncos, as they are now considered regular vehicles. Additionally, it was interesting to see something that I rarely come across at Ford dealerships compared to Toyota. There was a Tundra TRD off-road 4x4 with a sold sign and a deposit from an actual customer indicating a genuine purchase. The same was true for the nearby 4Runner, which had also been sold to an actual customer with a deposit. This was in contrast to a previous visit to a Toyota dealership in Salt Lake City, where there were numerous sold signs, but they appeared to be sold to Toyota Motor something, raising questions about whether another Toyota dealer or the dealership itself had purchased them. The presence of sold signs on this row of vehicles at the current dealership was a testament to Toyota's strong sales performance. Toyota continued to excel by not marking vehicles over the MSRP, and customers could still find reasonably priced options depending on the model. While Tundras tend to be on the expensive side, Toyota also offers more affordable vehicles like the RAV4 and 4Runner. If you're looking to save around $10,000, you can opt for a new RAV4 hybrid priced at $39,094. Toyota provides a range of choices to suit different budgets and preferences. Finally, let's look at the Ram dealership, and it was evident that they had a vast majority of trucks. Ram, like Ford, was facing challenges in selling trucks, but Ram seemed to be experiencing a more significant struggle. They had an entire row of Ram trucks stretching as far as the eye could see. Additionally, halfway down the row, there was an extensive selection of heavy-duty trucks that continued to the back. While there were some used trucks on display, our focus was on the new trucks. Historically, Ram has never outsold Ford, as many people have preferred Ford over Ram. However, Ram has made significant progress, and its trucks have become more luxurious, packed with additional features. Unfortunately, the added features have also led to higher prices. Let's look closely at a couple of Ram trucks behind me. There was a Ram Laramie 1500 with the Hemi e-Torque V8 engine, crew cab, and 4x4 configuration, priced at an astonishing $75,650. Then, there was a Ram Rebel with different styling, including a distinct front grille, a Hemi e-Torque V8 engine, and a crew cab 4x4 setup. The Rebel was priced slightly lower at $67,235, dipping into the range of the Ford F150. Moving on, we found a blue e-Torque Ram, a Bighorn model. It was equipped with a 5.7-liter V8 engine and lacked leather seats, representing a more basic trim level. The price for this Ram Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 was $59,945. This was around $1,000 less than an equivalent F-150 XLT 4x4. The MSRP for a Ram Rebel was $69,465, but only after it had undergone various aftermarket modifications, including method wheels, 35-inch tires, and a leveling kit. The total value of the aftermarket parts reached around $7,799, bringing the overall price of the truck to approximately $77,000. This seemed quite high, especially considering my cousin had bought a 2-year-old Rebel with 30,000 miles in the mid-40s. Amidst the array of Ram trucks, there were also cheaper options. A white Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 with the 3.6-liter V6 engine. This particular truck had basic wheels and tires, and the price was $56,000, which was about $3,000 less than the higher-priced models. Their heavy-duty trucks, like the Ram 2500 with the Cummins turbo diesel engine, came with hefty price tags. For example, a 2023 Ram 2500 Night Crew Cab equipped with the Cummins turbo diesel had an eye-popping price at $90,830. At that price point, one could consider purchasing a Ford Raptor if it weren't for the markup. The row of heavy-duty trucks seemed to stretch on endlessly, indicating the challenges Ram was facing in selling them. In summary, Ram's inventory of trucks was extensive, but their prices tended to be on the higher side. While they offered luxurious features and capabilities, the prices were a deterrent for some buyers. Ram had a lot of ground to cover to compete with Ford's sales numbers, but it was clear they were putting in the effort to create appealing trucks. In conclusion, the Ford dealership experience revealed ongoing challenges with markups on popular trucks, despite recent announcements of potential pricing changes. On the other hand, Toyota showcased a commitment to fair pricing, while Ram struggled with higher prices on their trucks. While Ford faced hurdles with some dealerships, there were still positive developments, such as discounts on certain vehicles. Each brand presented unique offerings and challenges, and buyers should carefully consider their options. Each brand presented unique offerings and challenges, and buyers should carefully consider their options before making a purchase decision. The question here is, when do you think Ford's dealership problems end? And how do you think Jim Farley will take on these challenges? Be sure to let us know in the comments section below. And thanks for watching.